What's going on, everyone? Doc here with Eyes Wide Shot Gaming, bringing you a little video on the recap and a bit of a discussion of what's to hopefully come soon from the First Descendant. Let's dive right in to the video you're watching in the background, which was donated to us by not just a subscriber, but also a friend of mine who was very active and, as you can tell, did well during the First Descendant beta that we had in September. As you can see, we're running Viessa with what seems to be a very solid weapon and debuff build, releasing 4,300 damage per hit and over 8,000 damage on weak point hits, who along with we have a team of 2 Glaze and a Valby, all of which are doing their best. This boss encounter was at one point during the beta considered to be a DPS wall that many struggled to hurdle over, either due to lack of knowledge on how to defeat him or just not enough damage being put out. The fight is simple and consists of 2 main parts. 1. Attack the boss until he is in his immunity phase, at which point the Devourer will go ahead and release those circular shaped objects with a green bubble around them called symbionts. 2. Destroy the symbionts as fast as possible by either spreading out and taking them separately, or group up and destroy them one by one together. Watch out for his attack during this part, as he will drop corrosive mortar strikes on the players who are attacking said symbionts. Rinse and repeat until defeated. Granted, the boss, just like all others in the beta, has a few main weak points, being his shoulders, knees, eyes, and a diamond-shaped object on his chest. Our player here has done a fantastic job at making short work of the Devourer, and is now on their way to go off and fight the next boss, which is the Dead Bride. As fantastic as it is to relive these memories for the people who did get to enjoy the beta, we must pull back to the present and see what's going on with the release, as well as any info there might be for the First Descendant. On November 10th, 2023, we've received the latest official news from the developers of the First Descendant. I'll put the link down below in the description if you want to take a look at the full note. They open up the latest developer notes with information on the week-long beta test in September that yielded almost 2 million players from all over the globe. North America showing the most interest and playtime. Not to say that the rest of the world wasn't just as interested in diving deep into each character and their skills during the beta. But what is to come next? The beta ended over 2 months ago now, and aside from a few minor dev notes stating they are working on it, we've received nothing. Since their last developer note, Nexon has withdrawn back into their radio silence. Although I do appreciate the notes that we do get, I am left with a yearning for more. More info, more videos, more information on what we can and should expect for the future of the First Descendant. Initially, there were articles online back in July of 2023 stating the release of the game will be in December of 2023, which so far has not come true. As time went on between the official website, Facebook pages, official Discord, and the likes, we have heard numerous rumors about the release date ranging from Christmas of this year all the way to summer of 2024. The most common of the dates was February 9th. I, for one, am thankful that Nexon has taken their time in making sure the game isn't half-baked, that their game isn't released with an unrelentless number of bugs, so we aren't plagued with half the community complaining and the other half bootlicking as they always do, claiming that we're in beta testing or it will get better eventually. I don't purchase a car only to find out that I'll get the doors, tires, and engine in a month or so. I don't purchase a car and find out that they will fix my transmission over the course of the year. Why should the experience of purchasing a video game be any different? I digress. As I've said, I'm thankful that Nexon is taking their time, but there is another part of me that is looking for the First Descendant fix, as I'm sure many members of the community are as well. The developers are saying they have taken our feedback about the repetition of missions and the underutilization of the fields in between. Now, between the survey we took online and the countless messages, as well as tweets sent to the developers by us, has caused them to realize an urgent need to improve the gameplay. Again though, I am thankful. So with the information from their last few developer notes, and what we heard online from other platforms, as well as social pages, what do we see on the horizon for the First Descendant? Do we see this to truly be the next big looter shooter that will let us plunge into the lore, characters, and gameplay? Will this actually be a Destiny killer as many other videos claim it to be? Or will this be yet another flop in the history of gaming that will be shelved right next to Anthem? Only time can tell that tale, but we can speculate. I see personally, with the 25 years of gaming under my belt, that the First Descendant will have a very strong start. The 2 million players from the beta is just the tip of the iceberg, and with videos that we make on YouTube and other platforms spreading the good word of this game, we might even double that number. I can guess for the first 3 to 6 month period of this game's lifetime, we will have a very enjoyable and replayable experience, with the following 3 to 6 month period after that being of us waiting for a DLC or expansion of some sort. I've heard many people voice their worries regarding Nexon's approach with microtransactions in the First Descendant, and I can absolutely see where the fear comes into play. But microtransactions will not dictate power or anything that can't be achieved by investing time grinding. Seeing as how this is a PvE game, we shouldn't have any worries about microtransactions impacting our gameplay in a negative way. Do you want to play as Valby but don't have the time or don't want to invest the effort to grind the parts? Then invest money. If you do have the time, if you do enjoy the experience of grinding for parts in this genre of games, then this will be right up your alley, in which case you don't need to invest a dime. My personal main concern as of right now is the release day itself having issues. Hearing that there are 2 million players around the world has sparked the memory of waiting in queues to enter games on day 1, hour 1. Not something I want to do. The servers is a concern for me. Do they have enough? Will they be able to tolerate the influx of players? Again, we can only hope that it will work out. Voice your opinions and hopes for the First Descendant down in the comment section below, and let everyone know what you think is in store for this game's future. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, so long.